Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing the BookTube birthday tag. So I was tagged to do this by Nat from Nerdy Nat Reads, who I will leave linked in the description. She actually tagged me to do this a while ago, but I wanted to wait until this week before finally filming it, because this week is officially my BookTube birthday. It's been 2 years since I uploaded my first video, and I've just spoilt my answer for the first question. So question number 1 is, how many years of BookTube are you celebrating? So I started my channel on, I think it was the 12th of August 2020. It's weird to think that this channel started as a lockdown hobby because I was bored and I'd just gone through a breakup and I wanted something to focus my energy on and take my mind off things. So yeah, it's weird to think that I'm still here 2 years later. Question number 2 is, what has kept you motivated to continue making videos? So I think the most basic answer for this is that I love being part of the BookTube community. Like, the BookTube community is just so welcoming and so friendly, and I've made some really good friends through doing BookTube, so that's probably one of the main things that motivates me to keep on uploading and to keep on making videos. But I also really enjoy the creative process, so I really enjoy editing videos. I actually think that the part of BookTube that I dislike the most is sitting down and filming videos because I am awkward and I can edit some of that out, but when I'm actually sat filming, I overthink everything, and sometimes I get caught up in my head and it takes me ages to get through filming a video because I just question everything that I'm saying. So yeah, sometimes I find the actual process of filming videos quite stressful, especially on days like today where it's like 30 degrees outside and I'm really warm and I keep having to take sips of water because my voice keeps breaking as I'm talking, which again puts me off, and so then I have to start again and it's just a never-ending cycle. But yeah, I think if I was to ever stop doing BookTube, I think what I would miss the most, other than the community, is the creative side of things. So making thumbnails and editing videos and just seeing an idea come to life. That's, I think, what keeps me coming back. Question number 3 is, what are your 3 favourite videos that you've made in the past year? I think my favourite video that I've made in the past year was in December. So I made a video called Reading Books I Should Have Already Read in 2021, where I basically reacted to a video that I'd made in January where I talked about some books that I really wanted to read that year. And so yeah, I reacted to that video and then I actually read the books that I said I was going to read, and it was just a really fun video to edit, and it was really fun to read those books that I said I wanted to read and to hold myself accountable. I also started a new TBR game back in January, which I've been really enjoying. I think actually my TBR game videos are probably my favourite videos to make because they're really fun to film. Like, the actual game playing is really fun, and I really like having to find books that match the different prompts, but also the editing process is really fun as well. I also really enjoyed making the Hey on Why vlog that I did a few months ago, where I basically went to Hey on Why and did a come book shopping with me type video. It was really fun to film. I mean, the day was really good, but the editing afterwards was also really fun. I'm gonna say this a lot, but I really enjoy editing videos. Question number 4 is, what have you struggled with on BookTube in the past year and how did you overcome that struggle? Something that I really struggle with in general is finding the time to sit down and film videos like this. It's a little bit different with vlogs because I only have to chat to the camera for say 5 or 10 minutes and then I can edit those clips together, which is why I tend to do more vlogs than sit down videos. But yeah, I really struggle with finding the time to film, especially because I want to be spending time reading, because if I don't read then it's a lot harder to make content for a BookTube channel. So yeah, that's something that I do really struggle with, is finding that balance. I wouldn't say that I've actually overcome that struggle because there's not really a lot I can do. If I don't have the time to film, then I don't have the time to film, because I'm not going to give up stuff in my personal life for BookTube. But I do tend to plan my week out better now compared to when I first started BookTube, especially because when I first started BookTube we were still in a kind of lockdown, so I didn't really have plans plans outside of my house. If there's a video that I know I have to film by a particular time, then I'll make time in the week to do it. So for example, I'm filming this after work on Tuesday because it's the only time that I'm gonna have to film it this week, and I also need to edit it as well. So my plan is to do that tonight. I should also say, actually, I did start a new job back in June, and that's made it a lot easier to film videos on an evening because I mostly work from home. I do 1 day a week in the office, but on the days where I'm at home, I literally finish work and I can walk next door, like to my bedroom, and start filming. I don't have to worry about a commute. Question number 5 is choose one moment from the past year on BookTube that you would love to relive. So I was struggling to think of an answer for this question, and then I remembered last month I went book shopping in London with some BookTube friends, and it was so much fun. It was such a fun day. So if I could relive one moment from BookTube, then that would obviously be it. I wasn't sure if I could count it because it technically happened offline, but I met friends who I wouldn't have met if it hadn't been for BookTube, so I think I can count that. Question number 6 is shout out a huge supporter of your channel. I'm going to shout out Nat from Nerdy Nat Reads because first of all, she tagged me to do this tag, but also Nat was one of the first friends that I made through BookTube, and she was one of the first people that I can remember seeing commenting on my videos, and I'm so glad that she did because that's how I found her channel, and she's one of my favourite people on BookTube. I love her videos. Her vlogs are always so much fun to watch. She recently went on a cruise around Greece and the Mediterranean, and those vlogs were just, yeah, so much fun to watch. We actually have quite a similar taste in books as well, so if you read similar genres to what I do, then I definitely recommend checking out her channel. Question number 7 is what is the best book that you've read in the past year? Would it be really boring if I said Jade Legacy again? Because this is one of my favourite books of the year. I'm trying to think if there's any books that I read towards the end of last year that I could count. I mean, I did read both The Hero of Ages and The Well of Ascension towards the end of last year, and I really loved them too. Project Hail Mary as well by Andy Weir is one of my favourite books of this year, as well as Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. See, I knew I wouldn't be able to pick just one book. The final question is where do you hope to see your channel in a year's time, and what do you hope to have achieved? This is a really difficult question to answer because I feel like at the moment I'm really happy with how things are going with my channel. I'm really happy with the content that I'm putting out and the videos that I'm making, and I have quite a few ideas for themed reading vlogs that I want to do, so I'm hoping that I have time to make them hopefully this year, because it is really frustrating when you have what you think is a good idea for a video but you don't have time to actually make it. Yeah, I guess to summarise, I'm hoping that in a year's time I will still be enjoying making videos, and I hope that people are still enjoying watching them because that's what it's all about really. I think the only thing I have left to do is to tag some people whose BookTube anniversaries are coming up. So I know that Abby and Helen both started their channels not long after me. I think they have both done this tag before, but I'm going to tag them anyway. And if you are also a BookTuber, let me know in the comments if you're also about to celebrate a BookTube birthday. Otherwise, keep watching if you want to see my BookTube bloopers from the past year, because yeah, I thought that would be a fun way to end this video. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing all the books that I am hopefully going to be reading in November. It is currently Monday and I don't know why my bed feels like it's vibrating. Well, that's a little bit weird.
You're going to sit nicely while Sammy talks, or are you going to be a pest?
What do you want?
You want attention.
So this is going to be my spoiler-filled reading vlog for both The Well of Ascension and The Hero of Ages. That's the wrong way around. The next book I read was upside down. And I'm going to warn you now, it's going to be really difficult for me. The next book, oh God, my leg has gone numb. Oh. The next book, oh, I've left it upstairs. No, I left it upstairs, no. Because, I don't know, I feel like reading.
Do not drink my water, that's not for you.
And they basically
monopolise the jade industry.
Is that the right word? Is that the word that I'm looking for?
Does that even make sense?
I don't even know how to start this clip.
So for now, I'm going to plan my TBR as usual. So for now, I'm going to... And it follows two teenagers called Mateo and Rufus, why can't you say that?
Yeah, it's about a true crime. But I like the thicker, the thicker, oh wow, that's really hard to say, which is The Subtle Knife by Philip Pullman. I mean, it sounds too big. Yeah, it's about a true crime. They are...
So for my final role,
and so far it's been more character driven, and there is a horn outside my house. Wonderful. And so I would say that that's... Let's move this out of the way. What is her name?
What's the name of the book? What is wrong with my hair today?
Last year when I did this tag, it was a nightmare. Mostly because I missed out 2 questions, and so I had to do some clever editing and some refilming, and it was just a big stress.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Oh no! I realised that I missed 2 questions again, so I've just had to go back and record my answers for those. I don't know why this keeps happening. Maybe I'm just cursed when it comes to mid-year book tags. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and click subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!